Welcome back to Sunrise. We're cooking with the W. Shannon is in the kitchen with us.
Yes.
And we are making a chocolate, wait, let me start over. Slow cooker chocolate spoon cake.
Yes.
Okay, and it's easy and quick and delicious. All right, so what do we need to get started?
Well, you know, my favorite ingredient's cake mix.
Yes,
I use
so
it a lot.
easy.
And so this
You
is
should always keep a couple of these around your house.
I do. Well, I've said before, if they go on
recipe.
sale, I get a white butter chocolate.
Yeah.
And usually a cinnamon, or this, it's called spice, sorry, spice one.
yeah.
There's a lot of things you can do with it.
Okay.
But this is the devil's food. Now, I'm putting a box of pudding in this as well.
Okay.
So I did not get the cake mix that has a cup of pudding in it.
Oh, okay.
So this is just the Duncan Hines.
But some of them do have the pudding already in
Yeah,
them.
the Pillsbury, and then I think there is a Duncan Hines that has a cup of pudding, but I thought that might be too moist.
Okay.
Here, Bill.
Thank you.
And then this is a box pudding, and here's what I learned about pudding this week.
Please tell us, Miss Lindell.
Sugar-free pudding weighs 2 ounces less than regular pudding.
Really?
And I'm using the chocolate fudge, and I'm not doing sugar-free.
Not sugar-free.
No.
BTW,
Well,
which is good.
This cake has so much in it anyway.
Yeah.
Using sugar-free pudding is like kind of go swimming but not get your hair wet. It's just,
Yeah.
you're already in. Go ahead and do it
Go
all the
ahead.
way.
You're making cake. Come on.
And then we have 3/4 a cup of oil, and I'm just using canola oil.
Okay.
And then 1 cup of water.
And these are going to be different from the directions on the box. So
Oh
be
yeah,
sure
don't look at the back.
don't
Just
look at the box.
Ignore
Just use the box ingredients and don't look at what's in there.
And 2 cups of sour cream.
Okay, and we're putting, you told me that that's to keep it even more moist.
Yeah, it'll
in
be
there.
very moist. This is such a good, this is almost like when you cook a brownie and sometimes you don't cook it all the way. That's sort of the texture you're going to get.
Ooh, I like that. A little doughy. That's good. And we were also talking during the break. People have come up with some very creative ideas to make moist cake.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Zucchini. People add zucchini, and you said carrots. I've
Carrots,
never heard that before.
applesauce. A lot of times
Applesauce, I've
you can
heard that.
substitute applesauce plus some water for the oil. And I've added 4 eggs and the 2 tablespoons, or teaspoons, sorry, of vanilla.
Okay.
And we're going to mix it up on low for just a few seconds until it gets kind of blended.
Okay. And like I said before, these are really ingredients that you're going to have at home. It's just a different take on your usual baking.
Right.
You know, instead of mixing it all up, putting it in the oven, we're going to mix it up and put it in the crock pot for a few hours.
I love my crock pot. I will try to cook anything in the crock, especially in the summer.
Right.
Because you don't want to heat up your house with the oven. And there are so many things you can just put in the morning or around lunchtime.
And come home
And then
after
come
work.
home and it's ready.
It's ready.
You can put this on low and cook it for 7 hours.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to turn it off and scrape down one time, and then we'll do it on high.
Okay.
Just to make sure everything is really well mixed. It's a very thick batter.
It looks delicious. You know me, in my batter, I love it. People probably think we're crazy for saying, you know, to put carrots and applesauce and zucchini in there, but you can't taste it.
Well-
I have not been brave enough to try it, I will admit. I've heard about it and just haven't taken the plunge. But
Zucchini, yeah.
yes, Bill Gamble, zucchini. And you can't taste it, you get your microplane or whatever and grate it up, don't you?
Well, I usually just grate it on the smallest hole of the cheese grater
Oh, okay.
and do it like that. I'm going to move this to the side, and I got a new crock pot. So now I have 2, and we don't have to pretend crock pot anymore.
It's very pretty, too.
I was so excited.
Yay.
And it came with a little one called the Little Dipper.
Ooh. Bill.
You want to give it one more good stir
Okay.
before you pour
Make
it
sure
in.
everything's
Yeah.
incorporated in there.
Yeah, I did not use my hand mixer when I made one last night. Or yesterday. And I used the stand mixer instead. You can use either one. I wouldn't suggest doing it by hand because it is such a thick batter, and
Right.
I forgot to stir in the chocolate chips.
Oh, we can start it in the
Yeah, we'll
crock pot.
stir it in.
Tell me the difference between cooking in the oven and cooking in the crock pot, the outcome.
Outcome pretty much the same. It's almost like when you do a roast in the oven, roast in a
Okay.
crock pot, because you have so much liquid, it's going to cook about the same amount of
Okay.
time. I'm going to stir in what used to be a cup of chocolate chips, but everybody's had their fingers in them this morning, so I don't know how
Probably
much.
like half a cup.
Yeah, I'm using semi-sweet too.
Oh, good.
But what
Those
I
are
love
the
about the
best.
crock pot is you have that time, you know, it's fix it and forget it type
Right.
cooking. And especially when you have small children or you have any sort of busy lifestyle, it's okay to leave the crock pot on and just go and then come
Right.
back. till
And
the-
like you said, especially during the summer, the oven really can heat up your house. So crock pot is a great alternative. And it still keeps it super, and if you do any cooking with crock pots, you notice this, it does have that liquid in it. It keeps it so moist and with your chickens or meats or whatever, so tender too.
Oh
So
yeah, you
I'm
can even
excited about
bake
this.
potatoes in the crock pot. No
You
liquid.
made those mashed potatoes in there once.
You can
too.
do
They were good.
foil wrap baked potatoes in the crock pot. You can do stacked steak dinners where you do steak, corn, potatoes, and cook it all at once. You do everything.
Genius.
We
Okay.
might have crock pot week soon.
That sounds good. Well, we're
Yeah.
going to set this crock pot on and try it in just a moment.
Wow, in a crock pot.
In a crock pot.
In
I am
a
impressed.
crock pot.
Yeah. And what, I'll flip it up where you can see. You'll know it's done when it pulls away from the
Come on now.
sides.
We can't waste that.
Oh, okay.
We can't waste that stuff.
And serve it with your favorite ice cream, nice and warm.
Oh, I know.
I'll just eat my favorite
I
ice cream.
think the
Can I do
best
that?
thing
Oh,
in
that's
the
a huge
entire
piece.
world is warm
Yeah.
cake.
I'm sorry,
I'm
Bill.
talking
Cold
about.
ice cream.
It's good.
Oh my goodness.
But then it melts though. See,
Oh, I
I've
know,
never-
it's perfect.
Ah,
It's
see,
so
but I don't
good.
like melted ice cream. I've never been able to do that. Okay. I'm being
Is that
told
your
to
spoon?
turn this
Oh.
so we can.
What?
I don't know. I'm getting snapped at here.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Do you
I
want
feel
your
like I'm at home.
cake, or are you just going to eat ice cream?
I'm sorry.
What are you trying to tell us? Turn it which way?
You can speak. It's all right, Shadow.
Turn it which way?
It's a morning show. Nobody cares.
This is
Over here?
so delicious.
Oh, is this good?
Oh, yes.
Need
More chocolate.
More chocolate? No.
It's good.
You're so smart.
You can always eat it with chocolate ice
ice cream
cream.
in
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to cook it either on low for 6.5 to 7 hours or high for about 3.5 hours.
Quite spongy, I might add.
This is divine.
It's very good.
My husband
You
loves it.
just made Jackie's morning.
Yo,
I
you
know.
have no
It's-
idea.
And we're eating, you can either eat it with like mint chocolate chip or Bill has vanilla, any.
Or both.
I would like
If
butter
I could
pecan.
start every morning like this, my life would be so good.
Would you come back and do this again tomorrow?
No, you're not. Oh yeah, you will be here tomorrow.
Yes,
Sorry.
I will. But you won't be, huh?
No, I will be home.
No.
Go get the recipe,
No.
www.shenlindell.com. Recent recipes.
Check it
And
out.
you can get the cinnamon
Pear.
cake from
Tuesday.
Tuesday as well. Cake week
very good.
was
But Tony,
wonderful.
we have to take a break. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go away.